boys and girls. I'm Miss Chetna from the Ewing branch, Mercer County Library System. Welcome to another session of author study. Today, we are going to learn about the author Amy Young, her books, and her website. Are you guys ready to know about Amy Young? I am. Meet Amy Young. I found her picture from her website. Amy Young is a children's book author and illustrator. About Amy Young. Amy Young has written and illustrated 9 picture books for children. She has also illustrated books by other authors. Her most recent books are A Unicorn Named Sparkle and A New Friend for Sparkle. Amy's books have won recognition and awards of various sorts. Amy was invited to China to speak to educators about children's literacy issue and to meet with parents, children's and literacy group to discuss her popular Belinda the Ballerina series. Amy trained as a fine artist at Yale and received an MFA in painting from Indiana University. She also earned a law degree from Harvard and worked as a lawyer for 7 years before realizing that her true calling is creating books for children. When she is not writing or illustrating, Amy plays the Irish fiddle, reads, and spends time with her husband and lovely friends. She also spent a fair amount of time trying to convince people that Sparkle is a unicorn, not a goat. Her first picture book was Belinda the Ballerina, which was published by Viking in 2003. Belinda series. Belinda the Ballerina, Belinda and the Glass Slipper. Belinda began ballet, Belinda in Paris. Meet Sparkles. A unicorn named Sparkle, a new friend for Sparkle, a unicorn named Sparkle's first Christmas, a unicorn named Sparkles, and the pumpkin monster. Other books written and illustrated by Amy. You can find all the books on her website that I will going to talk about later. Her new books, Mustache, Ducktache, is coming in January 5th, 2021, written by Amy Young, illustrated by A.J. Young and Amy Young. When a mustard rabbit spot a mustard contest, he's sure he has a competition beat. That is, until a pesky frog hops up with his own fine mustache and a duck paddle up with a duck dash. Soon the competition is full of moustaches and the moustaches, whale stashes and a tail stashes, and every kind of stashes in between. Reader will love following this simple tale of horseshoe havoc with a laugh out loud twist ending. Plus, there is a fun guide at the end to every kind of mustache imaginable. Amy made a special video on her latest book, A Unicorn Named Sparkle and a Pumpkin Monster. After she reads the story, she will teach us how to draw a sparkle.
Hello everyone, my name is Amy Young and I am here today to read you from my new book that just came out. It's called A Unicorn Named Sparkle and the Pumpkin Monster. And as you can probably tell by the title and by my friends here, it's a little bit Halloween-y. Now, are you someone who likes to be scared, a little bit scared at Halloween, or someone who does not like to be scared ever? Because there are 2 characters in this book, and one goes one way and the other is the other way. So you will have to wait and see how it all turns out. After I read to you, we'll draw something together, and then we'll have a little wrap-up. One thing I want to mention is that you'll hear a little bit of music when I'm reading the book to you, and that is supplied by my good friend Rick Hicks, who is a local musician, very talented man. So thank you to Mr. Hicks. And are you ready? Here we go. A A Unicorn Named Sparkle and the Pumpkin Monster by Amy Young. That's me. Lucy and her pet unicorn, Sparkle, were going to Pat's pumpkin farm. The air was crisp and Sparkle felt frisky. They went into the corn maze. Sparkle got lost and tried to eat his way out. Lucy had to rescue him. "Hold on, I'm coming." They played games. Sparkle's favorite game was grab the donut. He grabbed a lot of them. There was cider and cupcakes. Sparkle loved cupcakes. He loved them so much that he ate 10 of them, and then he drank a whole bucket of cider. Slurp, slurp. Next, it was time to go pick a pumpkin. Sparkle, look at that tree. It's kind of spooky, isn't it? Sparkle thought it was very spooky. "And look at that creepy scarecrow," said Lucy. "Sometimes it's fun to feel scared, right?" Sparkle wasn't so sure. Lucy chose a smooth, round pumpkin. Sparkle chose a pumpkin that was as big as his head. Poke, nudge, nudge, sploop, wibble, wobble, kerch, splunk. "Come on, Sparkle." "Oh, Sparkle, you're so silly." He had trouble carrying it. When they got to the barn, it was time to decorate. Sparkle made his pumpkin cheerful and happy. Lucy made her pumpkin scary. "Sparkle, look!" Boo! Sparkle was terrified. Lucy said, "Wait, Sparkle, it's just me." But Sparkle had already bolted out of the barn. "Come back!" Sparkle hid behind a pile of pumpkins. He stayed very still and tried to make himself small. At first it was quiet, but then he heard, "Ah! It's a pumpkin monster," he thought. "What should I do?" He saw a big pumpkin beside him, and he had an idea. He carved a little door with his horn. He scooped out the seeds and jumped inside as fast as he could. Look. Ah! Sparkle heard the noise again. It was not as loud from inside the pumpkin, but he could tell it was coming closer and closer. The monster was gonna get him. Sparkle was so afraid that he tried to run, even though he was still inside the pumpkin. The pumpkin rocked and lurched, and then it broke off the vine. Pop! It started to roll and bump through the field with Sparkle inside. When it got to a little hill, the pumpkin rolled faster. Sparkle couldn't stop it. Bumpity bump, bump, bump. Meanwhile, Lucy had been looking for Sparkle this whole time. "Sparkle!" She called and called. Eek! Suddenly, she saw a great big pumpkin rolling and bouncing and bumping towards her. "Help!" she yelped. "It's a pumpkin monster!" It was just about to flatten her like a pancake. But at the last second, it landed on a sharp rock. Splat! Ack! It burst open, and there was Sparkle! Oh my goodness. Lucy laughed and said, "Ha! I scared you, and you scared me. Isn't that hilarious?" "Oh, no, you're still afraid, aren't you? I'm sorry. Today was supposed to be fun." "Oh, I hope you can forgive me for scaring you." Lucy gave Sparkle a kiss on the nose. He forgave her right away. Then she said, "It's dark. How are we going to see to get back to the barn?" A huge, happy rainbow blazed out of Sparkle's horn. It lit up the whole field. It was easy to find their way back. They were just in time for the bonfire. Sparkle used his horn to cook 2 perfect marshmallows in the crackling flames, one for himself and one for Lucy. Lucy said, "You are such a good friend to me. I won't ever try to scare you again because I want to be a good friend to you." Sparkle sighed happily. He ate 1 more marshmallow and 3 more donuts. Then he fell fast asleep with his head in Lucy's lap. Sweet dreams, Sparkle. And that is the end of the story. All right, did you like that story? Were you scared? Or are you one of the people who's not scared? I'm a little both ways. Sometimes I get a little scared, and sometimes I don't, and sometimes I don't like to be scared. Usually I don't like to be scared. Anyway, let's make a picture of Sparkle being scared, since this is the book in which he gets so very scared. Well, to do Sparkle, I start with kind of a big rectangle. That's his body. A little bit of a slope where his tummy is. And he's just got kind of short little fat legs there. And since he's scared, his tail is going to be standing straight up and all the hairs are going out on it. And his neck is going to be straight up. His ears are going to be straight up. Like, what am I seeing? Oh, no. 2 ears and his horn. And then instead of his happy little smile that he usually has, he's chattering his teeth, going, "What is that? I'm so scared." And his eye is big as he looks at this thing that's scaring him so much. And he's got all these scary little lines coming out of him because he's trembling. Okay, so what's he scared of? What do you think he should be scared of? You can put in your drawing whatever you want. Maybe it's a ghost. Maybe it's a kid in a costume. I think I'm going to make Sparkle scared of the same thing that scared him in the first place, and that's a pumpkin. So I'm going to put it up here. Big circle for the pumpkin. Don't forget the pumpkin stem. And this is a pumpkin with kind of a scary face on it. It's not that scary because it is smiling. But to Sparkle, it's very, very, very scary. And how did that pumpkin get up in the air like that? Let's put it on a tree stump. Because that would be a good place to put a pumpkin anyway, so people could see it, right? And then those are the roots of the trees. It goes in the ground. We're getting a very good scary picture. How about if we put a bat in? Some people are afraid of bats. I like bats because they eat mosquitoes and bugs. But this is a Halloween bat. He's a nice bat. You do a big upside down wide V, and then 3 little upside down U's, and there's your bat. They're not very hard to draw, are they? Here, let's do another one. Bing, bing. Wings. Another wing. Flit, flit, flit. Flit, flit. We'll put little marks to show that they fly. They fly very fast. And let's give Sparkle a blue horn because that is what makes him magic. Whoops, that's my kitty meowing. And let's make his spot brown. And around his eye, he has a spot. And on his ear, and he's got little freckles. And then let's color the pumpkin. Well, what color should we make the pumpkin? I know. How about orange? Yes. Yes, let's make an orange pumpkin. I like pumpkins at Halloween. You can draw a face, or you can carve a face, or you can just leave them just the way they are. They're pretty that way too. They're such a nice color. And let's make, this is a pumpkin that's been carved, so it's all lit up. There's our picture. Oh, shall we sign our name? I'm going to put Amy because that's my name. And you write your own name. Very good. We got some artists out there, right? Okay. Well, I hope you enjoyed the book. I hope you enjoyed the drawing. That is it for us today. I hope you all have a very wonderful and happy Halloween that is just the right amount of scary. In case you're wondering who the kitty is, that is my kitty. Her name is Xena, Warrior Princess. And she's usually very shy. If you were here, she wouldn't come out and say hi. But she's here with her friends, the pumpkins. So, goodbye, everybody. Keep reading books. Keep drawing. Be good. Be safe. Have fun. Bye.
Thank you, Amy. We really had a good time listening to our story and we learned how to draw a sparkle. Let's visit Amy's website. To go to Amy's website, we have to go amyyoungart.com and we can find her all the books and activities on her site. Her new book, A Unicorn Named Sparkles and the Pumpkin Monster. Everybody need a little sparkle in their life. A Unicorn Named Sparkle series. Here are all the other sparkle books. We can look inside the books. A new friend for sparkle. And there is a little video about the sparkle you can watch. And here is our download activities. Everybody need a little sparkle in their life. A Unicorn Named Sparkle activity kits. It has a 17 pages. Table of contents. My name is name tag. Draw and name your unicorn. Connect the dots. Color Sparkle and Lucy. A new friend for Sparkle coloring sheet. So you can download this activity. Let's explore her other books. Unicorn series. Do Not Eat the Baby. What Make You Happy? The Mud Fairy. Belinda series. Spike and Cubby's Ice Cream Island Adventure. And we can find the activity sheet at the bottom of the page, the coloring sheets. Here is the activities for Mud Fairy coloring sheet, flower match, identify the flower and plant in the story. About Amy. I assume this is her baby picture. And there are some answers Amy answers some questions. News. Sparkle's newest friend. Amy teaches kids how to draw sparkle like she teaches us. Trip to China. Do not eat the baby interview. Emma Grace. Belinda the Ballerina puppet show. Thank you, Amy, for the wonderful books. Thank you for reading a wonderful book, A Unicorn Named Sparkle and the Pumpkin Monster, and teach us how to draw the sparkle.